Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on, world?
Chilling, chilling, Merc. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. After 20 something odd hours of wrestling that we had to cover for one show, I'm good. And
And
to
you
watch
know
Raw
what's
tonight.
you know what's funny? Yeah, that's true. That is true. This is a Monday edition. But
Yes.
like you say that, and I just realized, damn, that's very different because isn't that usually only around WrestleMania season
Yeah.
where it's so many shows at one time? But like, hmm.
This was a weird year because one, we got SummerSlam early, and then
Mhm.
we got the Clash later.
And it was a very, very good show.
Oh, hell of a show. I recommend
Mhm.
watching all of them. I would say if AEW you could watch free, I'll say try to watch it for free. I won't pay for it.
I mean,
Sorry.
at this point it's too late anyway.
Yeah. Well, you can still
Um.
like if you really want it in good quality, you could still pay for it.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Nah. No, thank you. Um. But I will say, like, if you get a chance to be recommended one match to watch this year, watch Gunther versus Sheamus.
One
That's
hundred
all I gotta
percent.
say. That's all I have to
I
say.
think that's
You
one of
may
my.
not
Go ahead.
watch professional wrestling. You may not care.
Yeah.
But if you watch one wrestling match, watch that match.
Yeah. I
Find
agree.
it. Seek it out.
Yeah, that's definitely probably like top five best matches this year, or
And I'm
the.
just saying that guy that boy Gunter, aka Walter, he's on a roll. Because I would say honestly, of the matches like starting the pandemic,
Yeah.
right, till from like just a hard cutoff 2020 till now, I could say he's probably got like the top. If you do a top 10, he's probably got like 3 spots, 4 spots in the top
Probably.
10.
Yeah. He does not have a bad match.
Two of those Dragunov matches.
I have never seen a bad Gunther match.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's going to deliver every single time.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
So that's a lot. And I know. So you said you at least you saw something else that wasn't wrestling. You saw She-Hulk.
Yes, I've been watching She-Hulk. It's right now on the third episode. The fourth episode airs on Thursday. I've been enjoying it. I've been really enjoying the show. I actually like the Marvel shows, so I'm one of the few that I embraced all the extra Marvel shit. I am all for it. So,
But I
um,
just watch it in a vacuum. I don't watch it. I don't get the reactions. I
yeah,
just
yeah,
watch it like when it's all done.
yeah.
It
That's
is
fine
half
too.
good. I liked Hawkeye. Did you like Hawkeye?
I love Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye was one
I
of my favorite
liked
ones.
I liked I liked Moon Knight. Did you like that one?
I like Moon Knight. I had
Uh
issues with it, but for the most part, I did really enjoy it.
I have not seen Miss Marvel. Is that counting it?
Miss Marvel is part of the MCU, and I actually thought it was a really well done written show.
Is that one done or is that something
That's
that's
done.
still
Yeah,
ongoing?
it's finished.
Okay. It's finished.
The
Okay. So
good,
I have
good thing
to
about these
that
like
one I have to watch.
the good thing about the Marvel shows, they're only like 8 episodes, and most
Hmm.
of them are from ranging from 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're easy binge watch. So like once it's done, it's easy to binge watch it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have enjoyed all the Marvel shows so far. I actually really enjoyed them. I liked Loki. I liked the WandaVision. I liked it. Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier. I liked Hawkeye. I liked Miss Marvel. I
Yeah, I
liked all of them.
forget about the first. I didn't see WandaVision. I just didn't draw
WandaVision
me in.
was good. I liked it
Okay.
because it
Okay.
was supposed to be all in her head, and she pretty much made her head look like a 70s TV show,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of faked her family to be alive and things like that. If you watch Doctor Strange, you kind of have to watch WandaVision to lead into there.
Okay. All right.
So I'm all for it, but She-Hulk has been very enjoyable. She pretty much it's pretty much like She-Hulk attorney at law, so it kind of deals with her being a lawyer and stuff like that. The first episode was very heavy into her and how her powers came and how she was able to control it, along with the Hulk and things like that. So you kind of got the Hulk's appearance and things like that. As in the episodes go further, like 2 and 3 were more about her and her getting back into her career and things like that. They kind of have an Abomination in jail, and she defends him because technically Abomination was not evil. He was working for the military. He was hired to do it and shit.
That's pretty funny.
And so he's kind of defending
Loophole.
himself to get a promote out of role because he has control over the Abomination. And then all of a sudden, like the episode that happened, the shit that happened in Shang-Chi, where he fought in the fight tournament, happened, and he was Abomination at that time. So like, oh, so why you explain this? It's like, oh, because Wong just transferred him with no reason. He just transferred him, and then Wong comes in and he's like, yeah, I just took him because I thought he was a good fighter.
That's really funny. All right.
It's a funny show. It has a good sense of humor to it. You're gonna get a lot of cameos, and I'm hearing some of the big cameos are supposed to be Ben Grimm.
Oh, okay.
We're
So
supposed to
they're
be
making new characters to have cameo on the
yeah,
show,
and then
right?
also Daredevil was supposed to make an appearance
So,
soon.
so let me ask you, if they saying that character is going to be an appearance, does that mean that's going to be the de facto one for any movie?
Yeah, so that'll be definitely our the thing for Fantastic Four,
Okay. All right. All right.
and
Have
it
they
also makes
still
sense.
not? Have they still not said who the people are
No,
for? Okay.
they did not. But the big rumor of Ben Grimm was Jason Segel.
The name is
Um,
familiar. I've not
he's in
from what.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He's in How I
Okay.
Met Your Mother.
Is
Um,
he like the main character?
yeah, in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, he's the main character.
Oh. Oh.
How I
Okay.
Met Your Mother, he's the one that's married to the redhead chick, the Bandcamp chick in the
Mm-hmm.
show. He's a big dude. He's more he does more comedian. He was in that movie I Love You Man. He's in what else is he in? He's in a lot of fucking movies. But yeah, if you see him, you probably recognize him. He was in Getting to the Greek.
I
If
don't think I saw that.
oh, okay, so I heard he's gonna be playing Thing, and I actually think he'll actually be a good thing. I actually was like, huh, that might not even be bad at all. So, but that's a big rumor. That's not like a here or there. We don't know just yet. But Daredevil's definitely in it because you kind of see him in the trailer. So, and he's in that yellow and red suit.
Oh, okay. Is it supposed to? That doesn't make sense. Wait a second. They're gonna explain that because that can't. That's not a retro suit. Did he? Was he? Who told him it was yellow?
Um, so his first suit was red and yellow.
I know that,
Yeah,
but in this universe, it's not. So that's what I'm saying.
yeah. So
It
maybe
can't
he
be
was
a
trying to
retro
lighten
suit
it,
in
get it
this
better
universe.
publicity.
So like, I want to know who told him it was yellow.
I don't know. I don't know.
I just have to think back about that because I remember he wore all black, and then he moved to the costume,
Yeah,
and I think they made a point to point out the color.
yeah.
Or ask why is it this color, and I think I have to go back and find that.
There's
Cause
a probably a way. Honestly, I think it's more publicity and trying to get a better publicity, so yellow will be brighter, so you can see him. Like,
oh,
look, superhero.
oh, was that a thing? Was he like trying to be a hireable hero, but not a hero for hire?
No, I don't think so at all. I think that was just a style that they wanted, and then a character took over that kind of look, and he went to the
Oh,
red.
okay, okay.
I think his name is Demolition Man. He has the same exact
Excuse
look
me,
as Daredevil.
excuse me, Demolition Man.
Yeah, there's a dude
Demolition
named
Man from
Demolition
what?
Man. Not the. But if you look at him, he looks like a hybrid of Wolverine and Daredevil.
Was he also on Marvel?
Yeah, yeah. But his suit, if you
What?
look at his suit, then you're like, oh shit, that's
What?
the Daredevil suit.
Man, this is blowing my mind. What happened to Demolition Man? Did he die?
Um,
Did he become
I
Sylvester Stallone?
I don't think he's. Is it Demolition Man? Yeah, is it Demolition Man? Oh, he's gay too.
Did they bring him back?
He's like a C grade character. He's not like really popular or anything like that.
Listen, man, Stiltman is a C grade. He's probably a D grade, and I know who he is. Come on,
Yeah,
I've never heard. I've never heard of Demolition Man.
I
Wow.
sent you on Twitter.
Okay, that's insane, dude. So do you mean to tell me that's real? Oh, come on.
Yeah,
That's
he
not
looks like a
real.
hybrid with Daredevil and Wolverine, right?
Yeah, it does. That's not
Yeah.
real. That can't be real.
Yo, yeah, he's real. He a real character.
You really making me want to put this character as the cover of the podcast. Like, this is something I can't believe this is real. This is so
Yeah, he is
man.
a real character.
What were they doing? Mark, what were they doing?
And it's pretty much the Daredevil suit too. Like you can't. It's Daredevil suit with Wolverine's mask.
I hate everything about this character. He feels like he be in a 99-cent store and you just pick up a character. You think it's a Wolverine and you got tricked.
Yep, and you just see a big D on his chest.
Yeah. I don't like this character at all. Nothing about this character is cool.
Yo, I swear to God, if they make a figure, I'm buying it.
This character might have to become and he's so height wise. Is he also supposed to be Wolverine short?
Yeah, he's kind of like a stocky, wide dude.
Okay. Man, I hate this character. It's awful. You know why I hate it? Because it's Wolverine smiling.
Yes, pretty much.
And Wolverine shouldn't be smiling. Oh,
Oh, he's actually supposed to be like 6'3".
wow. Then that lady next to him is really tall then.
Yeah.
Because he seems shorter than that woman. Anyway, this is awesome. I hope
And now he's
Demolition
called.
Man
Now
makes
he doesn't go by D Man. He doesn't go by Demolition Man anymore. He goes by D Man.
As of what year? Did they say what year he changed his
Recently.
name? That's awful. Why is he just not gone?
Yeah, he's still going. He's still going.
This character makes me physically upset. Oh, he's the worst.
There's a Lego version of him.
What?
He was in the
Did you
Lego.
pick him? Did you pick him in Lego?
There's a chance I have.
Oh man. Shame on you, Merc. You supported
Man.
D-Man.
The D.
That's terrible. They couldn't.
I'm glad.
Actually,
I'm glad.
they couldn't, but he's alive. He's around.
There you go. He's still alive. He's still around.
You know what? I think that's gonna be my new profile picture.
The D-Man.
Terrible.
Oh man. Yeah, he's interesting. So basically, I actually thought. So when I first saw the dude flipping and shit like that, you didn't really see Daredevil's face. I had a feeling it was him. I was like, are they gonna put Demolition Man in this? Like, I was like, are they gonna put him and have him acting like he's Daredevil and shit, and that's how you get Daredevil in the show? Like, I'm for that, 100% for that. But I was like, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just wait till the episode comes. But I've been enjoying it. It's been pretty good so far.
All right, that's
Pretty funny.
That's cool.
I'm
not mad at that.
Yeah. I got Last of Us Part 1. Game's good.
And that's the remake of the remake, right?
Yes, pretty much. This is the first game to get a remake and a remake.
Is it canonically in the world the first game? I'm trying to think. If something like on PS2 got a remake on PS3 and then got a remake on PS.
Not like this though.
No, well, of course not like this. This is next level. This is current gen. But what I'm saying is, I wonder. So don't worry about that. I'll find out. Well,
like this game was fully fixed with the upgraded engine of of the Part 2s. As in, most times they're just remastered. They remaster and facelifted. This one they really took down the whole game and redid the whole gameplay and shit.
Yeah.
It's good. It's beautiful. If you never played this game, I recommend it. If you never played it on PS4, I recommend it. This is probably one of Sony's best properties on PlayStation.
Okay.
Probably definitely top 5 properties. So I'll definitely say check it out.
Not on PC yet?
It's coming. They did say it's coming.
Okay. All right.
I think Part 2 is.
Okay. Part 1 is, right?
Yeah. So definitely check it out. It's a really good game. Very good storylines. I actually liked 1 and 2 a lot, so I was happy when this came out. I've been playing it. I'm like maybe halfway in the middle of it right now, but I'm trying to also get the platinum in one shot. So little by little, I'm just building it and everything like that. And it made this game more platinumable because the first one, if you play the remastered version, the platinums were fucking annoying as shit
Okay.
because they made you play the game over and over again.
Ah, I got you. I got you.
Like
So
you
they try to
can't
do.
just do the hardest level. No, you had to beat in each one.
Was that a game where you had to beat the game to unlock the harder difficulty?
Yeah.
It was. Oh
Mhm.
damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
But at least you were able to keep like your safe stuff there. So like, say for instance, you unlock the guns and things like that. It's all there.
Oh yeah, because it had the customization and stuff. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay.
And probably one of the most versatile games that you could play as. So like, they made this game to play with for everybody. Like if you colorblind or disabled and things like that, there's ways you can play this game. I think we talked about it last week.
Oh, the fact that they've changed up the controls and
Yeah,
stuff. Okay.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We did talk about it last week, but it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I've also been playing Cowabunga Collection. I'm slowly getting the platinum. Right now, I'm stuck on the three games that are the most pain in the ass, which are Turtles One, and both Tournament Fighters.
Is it just the fact that they're hard to beat, or is there something specific you have to do?
Tournament Fighter's hard. Like the I don't know how the computer could block everything, but they block everything. Everything. And no energy comes out of them, but if I block the whole energy comes out of me. It's a hard game, and then you gotta beat Karai, and Karai is like you gotta beat Shredder to beat Karai. So it's a bitch to get to it, and it's really annoying. And you gotta do them both. So Tournament Fighter for Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo one, they both are really hard to play. And then Turtles One is probably known and on history to be one of the hardest games in the world. And yeah, and that's the only way you get that platinum if you beat that one game.
I got some tech for you for a tournament fighter on the Genesis.
Cool.
You pick Casey Jones.
Okay.
He's got two moves.
Okay.
He's got one move where he swings around like a crazy person, like he starts
Okay.
swinging his stick and
Yeah.
spinning his legs and stuff, like he's nuts. And I think that's a mash, right? You mash the
Yeah.
button,
Yeah.
he starts doing that. And he's got this thing where he throws a stack of dynamite, not just a stick. It's like a little thing with
Where you get
a little
them?
detonator on it.
Yeah.
And then what you do is, and I learned this because, um, and we'll talk more about fighting game tournaments later,
Yeah.
but Justin Wong had put up a video of him playing that game.
Okay.
And so he was talking with chat, and it was like, "Yo, chat, what's the chief stress?" And they said, "Just do this," and then and it was like, "Yo, you're not using the bomb," and it was like, "What bomb?" And then so he started using the bomb. Yo, it's disgusting.
So.
So what ends up happening in that game, because that game is broken and it's cheap,
Yeah.
uh, what what you do with Casey is you do that move where he starts wilding out, but you can do it, and you can hold the direction. He starts sliding while doing that.
Yeah.
The computer always blocks,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and that move does like a chunk of chip damage. That's
Okay.
one of the moves that actually does do chip damage, right?
Yeah.
So you're supposed to do that to block the computer out, but also you do the dynamite move first,
Okay.
and then you start doing the mashing move afterwards, because the mashing move has complete invincibility.
Uh.
So it's broken. So like he has no hitbox because the dynamite move is a powerful move,
Yeah.
but it's also one of those things that it hurts you as well.
Okay.
So if you stand in the blast zone,
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
get
take
hurt.
a chunk. And I know what you mean about the computer, because if you and the computer both get hit at the same time, you could see you're gonna take like 2 times the damage.
Yeah.
So you are basically killing yourself if you mess up.
Yeah.
But that's like the cheapest way to do it is just do that, because it's literally just throwing out the dynamite, which I think is not a difficult
Yeah.
motion, because I know motions in those games, they're not the greatest.
Yeah.
But that's not hard to do, and the other one is literally just tap the button. So yeah,
So my
you
only
can't play
issue,
fair,
my big issue with it is that you gotta do it in the story mode. So the story
and you
mode,
can't be Casey.
you can't be Casey.
Oh no!
And Casey's only in the Sega Genesis one. He's not in
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm saying. The
Super
Sega
Nintendo one.
Genesis
Yeah.
one, but he's not in the Sega Genesis story.
No, he's only the Turtles.
Wow. Also, for the platinum, you can't just beat the game. You
No,
have to
you
beat the
have to
story.
fight Karai in the story mode.
Damn. Because
Yeah.
you can fight her in the arcade, but if you lose once, it's game over.
Yeah. So you could fight her.
So,
You have to fight in the story
damn.
mode. You get the 2 rounds. I did make it to her. I just lost and I ran out of continues.
Okay, okay.
And yeah. And they don't have no like little cheat thing here and there because I have no shame. I'll use the cheat if I had to.
No, but you can up the continues to like 7, I think.
No, 5.
Oh, you can't go more than 5 in the story
Yeah.
mode. In the
Yeah.
arcade, you can go to 7. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It sucks.
And that's weird. How do you have continues in the arcade mode? I can't. That game is. Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
I can't defend it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Turtles 1 is hard. Turtles 1 is probably one of the hardest games known to man.
Oh, there's another well, not too long of a tangent, but like side note about Turtles 1, somebody went into the code and figured out why that game is bad.
Yeah.
And it has to do with the jumps
Yeah.
and the way the jumps are programmed. Like they're not programmed correctly for certain things, or rather they thought it was fine to leave it programmed a certain way. And then because they use the example of other games of the time period, and they
Yeah.
go, this game right here does this. It's not as complicated as Turtles, yet the jump physics, they
Yeah.
work, and they work in a good way. Oh, Lord, Turtles is bad.
Oh yeah. And in some areas, like the way you're supposed to jump to it is like
Mhm.
mere like inches off of each other, and that you
Yeah,
always fucking go
yeah.
down, and then you gotta refight everything because the moment you
hmm
pass the screen and go back, everything is back.
The true Dark Souls.
Yes. Everyone that said like Dark Souls was like extremely hard, they never played Turtles 1.
No, they never played Turtles 1 or Battletoads. Nope.
Turtles 1 is like hold my beer. At least Battletoads I finished. And that
Yeah,
shit was
but
hard as fuck, but I
that's
finished
not.
that game.
See, but okay, that's more of an accomplishment than Turtles because Turtles can be figured out.
Yeah.
Battletoads is unfair.
Yeah.
Like the bike part is not fair
No, it's not fair at all.
because there's
Yo,
a part where it's literally like a blind jump, and you have to. If you don't know that, like, how are you supposed to do that? So
you
yeah,
want to know how crazy and technical we got? We drew the the track of where
okay.
everything was gonna be, and we had to fucking memorize that shit.
That game wasn't mine. I only got to play it on the weekend
Yeah.
because I was a kid, right? The only memory I have of beating the speeder level, because I never actually beat the game, but I beat the speeder level,
Yeah.
was a day I had to give the game back. So I did the hardest thing in the game and had to give it back. So I never actually finished. I had to. Is is the rare collection a good place to play that, or is that
Yeah.
not in there?
It's in
Oh,
there.
it's in there.
It's in there, and the arcade one is in there.
And that's on everything,
It's
right?
on PC.
Because it's
Yeah.
on
It's on
Xbox.
Game
Yeah,
Pass.
I should just get
Red
that.
Replay is good dope. They have some dope stuff on there.
Because it also do you know? Because you have it. Does it have Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts?
It has all of them.
No, I just want to know if it had nuts. I
It
know it
has
has.
nuts and
I know it has.
bolts.
Okay,
It
that's
has
the
nuts and
only.
bolts, and then the first two it has back Conquer Bad Fur Day too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. So I should definitely.
And
Get
it's,
that.
you probably only paying like $10 for it or something like that, or
Yeah.
free. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and there's the two Battletoads are in there. Then they have a bunch of other shit.
Not the Super Nintendo one.
They have the Battle Maniacs one, and they also have the original NES one.
Okay.
So they're both in there. Yeah. The SNES ones, you grab he grabs their balls and punches
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah. Yes.
it.
The. I know this doesn't count, but I'm asking anyway. No Battletoads and Double Dragon, right?
No, sadly.
Yeah. I know.
That was a tough one too.
Yeah, but that one was fun.
I have the cartridge of Sega Genesis.
I think that game has some of the best video game music. Like for that time period.
Yeah,
Really, really good.
I enjoyed that game. I have it the cartridge of it.
Does the handheld system you have, does it play that? Like, does it
It
play
probably has
Genesis
it.
or only Super?
It probably has it. I know the Retron 5 does play it
Okay, cool, cool.
because I have the one that plays Sega, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Game Boy Advance, and all that shit.
Okay, cool, cool.
So it does
Good.
play it because I have it. I have the Sega Genesis version, which was the better version. Sega Genesis one was better than the Super Nintendo one.
Did you play the Nintendo one?
I played the Nintendo one. That was rough.
That was rough. Holy crap, that was rough.
Yeah, Super Nintendo. The Sega Genesis one was the best version of that.
Yeah, I got to play the Super Nintendo one because I never had a Super. I got to play it at school
Yeah,
because they had to bring your game to school day.
yeah.
I don't know, whatever, recreational day.
There you go.
And some kid had a Super Nintendo
Sweet.
and it had that game. I was
I
like,
used to
yo,
bust
that game's
people's
cool.
ass in hockey for Super Nintendo.
Was it NHL? The like 90, like that series 94, 95 or whatever.
No, so for the Nintendo one, it was Blaze of Steel and the other All Stars hockey, and I
Oh,
used to whoop everyone's ass in those
okay.
games. No, it
Was
was
that
ice
like the
hockey.
first ones that had? Was those the first ones that had the fights with like a little cutscene?
Yeah,
Yo,
that
I
was
don't know
Blaze
what
of
was
Steel.
up, dude.
To this day, my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
hockey game ever. That one in NHL '95. I think '95 was a really good one too.
Tell me you come on, man. You never played Wayne Gretzky for N64?
I didn't like it.
You didn't. Oh wait, all right. We got to talk. You never like you.
I didn't like it.
What did you not like about it?
I didn't
It
like the
had
gameplay.
it had C-stick shooting, and it was like it had arcadey gameplay. It wasn't too simulation.
You
Come
sound
on,
like the
man.
commercial for it.
I mean, you should have seen me and my cousin play that game.
Yeah.
Yo, man, come on, man.
I never got into it. I never got into that one. But then
Game
again,
Boy
at that
Wayne
time, I was
Gretzky.
looking more into the simulators than the
Yeah,
actual game, so I liked the more realistic approach at the
I
time.
went the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like that's why I like. I think it was Ken Griffey
Ken Griffey, I liked.
was the one that they had like the arcadey thing where like it was everybody could hit home runs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And the score at the end of the game was like 10-12 or something
Yeah, yeah.
because everybody,
Yeah,
like
Ken
that. Like,
Griffey.
but I like that era of sports games. And then, okay, was that? Would you also call that era of sports games because it was like in the end of PS1, end of 64, but also remember Dreamcast was out.
Yeah.
Would you also call that Dreamcast era?
Yeah.
Because then that would also bleed into the 2K stuff when it first started.
Yeah, because 2K first started on the Dreamcast. And
Yeah, yeah. And
and that's
Dreamcast was
when we
already
started
out by
getting
then.
the real shit.
Yeah, 2K was good. 2K
I
was
like
good.
I to this day, like 2K was always my favorite. I didn't
Hmm.
like Live that much.
I never got into that. Mm-mm. And for football too, just like from coming off a person who liked Blitz.
Yeah.
Like if you ask me what my favorite football game is Blitz. Probably Blitz 99,
Yeah,
but like just
I
in
could see
general
it. Blitz
Blitz.
was fun. I
Because I
liked the
didn't.
NFL Street.
You know what, Merc? I never played NFL. I played NBA Street,
NBA Street was great too, but I liked the
but I
NFL
never got to
Street.
play. Yeah, I never played. What's the? Is it called FIFA Street?
FIFA Street, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I heard that was good too.
Yeah, I can't really say soccer games. Like soccer game, I'll say my favorite soccer game is Mega Man Soccer.
Now that did come back on a collection recently, right?
It's on the Super Nintendo one, I think.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Mega Man Soccer was my favorite soccer game. Like I didn't like soccer games at all, so that was my favorite one.
Yeah, I can see that, but I mean, I don't know. Do you want to have that discussion now or save it for another cast as to which era had the best arcadey sports games?
Definitely
Like
PlayStation.
not serious.
I'll say PlayStation era. Damn, that's hard because
So
then
what
NBA
what
Jam.
year? So what year you going for? You saying PlayStation or PlayStation 2?
Damn, that's hard. So for
You saying the
basketball,
Dreamcast? I guess 99 specifically because it was only out for like 1 year.
I will say
99 2000.
for basketball, I will say the NBA
Would you?
Jam era.
Okay. Are you cutting it off at Jam and Jam TE, or will you include the era that had College Slam? Because that was like Genesis.
Coliseum was good.
College Slam was fun. I like the stuff they added to the game. Would you include Hang Time?
Hang Time wasn't that great.
Okay, yeah, I'm on that boat. I couldn't get into it.
Hang
I
Time
just
wasn't that
couldn't.
great. They tried their best to bring back NBA. And you know what? I'll say it would be between NBA Jam. Well, Tournament Edition I'll add into it too, just because that one didn't really do much. They just added another player to your roster. That was the only thing it did. And
Mm.
then that is the same exact game. Because
It
I
did
like
have more
NBA
secret
Street.
characters though. It did have more secret characters.
Yeah, I did like NBA Street a lot, and Street 1 and 2 were very good. And 3 was good as well. Then they fucked it. Then they stopped, and that whole area done. So basketball wise, I'll say NBA during the NBA Jams series. I think that was probably the best arcade one. NFL, I will definitely say Blitz was probably the more popular one.
Yeah, yeah. Bliss was crazy, dude. When it first came out, I was because the impact that it made was because it was around the arcade times,
Yeah,
and most of the stuff you saw people playing in the arcade was fighting games. So when you see like just dudes crowded around a football machine, you're like, what the hell?
yeah,
And then you realize, oh, these like the NBA Jam people, and they made football.
yeah,
Yo, you couldn't stop me from playing
yeah.
it. If that was an arcade, yeah, I'm looking at some
I
dudes.
wish Slugfest was better. I didn't care for Slugfest. That was
Now
the
what
baseball.
era was that?
That
Like right
was
after?
definitely in the 2000. That was during the PS2 era. And then
You know which game? Okay, Mark. Here's a guilty pleasure, and I might have to find a copy or see if it's on PC. I want to play that game with Lawrence Taylor, where the football players do drugs,
Blitz.
and that's Blitz. What?
It was
What's
just
it called?
Blitz. It was just Blitz.
I want to play that game.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely could find it. It was Blitz and then Blitz 2.
Okay,
You gotta stream
okay.
that game then if you find it.
No, I don't know. I might put up a video. If I find that, I will put up a video.
I will
But like
definitely find that for you. It's easy to find. Um,
that game is
you
when
gotta.
I heard about that, I was like,
Yeah.
yo, you can't be serious.
Yeah, that was cool. And then part 2 was even fucking crazier because they added more characters and shit.
Oh,
Let's see.
but what did you get to play it?
Yeah, I played the first one.
Was it all right, or was it like
The
just
gameplay was
no?
it played like NFL Blitz. It's just that it went more into a dark area.
What was
um,
going on at that time
I don't know.
that
It
they made
was
somebody said yes?
it was Blitz the League,
Blitz the League,
and then
yeah.
they had a sequel, Blitz 2, the League 2.
Okay. Did
Yeah,
you mess with the NBA Jam when they tried to come back?
I did, and I just didn't care for it. And then there was also one made NBA Home Court, which was kind of similar to it, and I just didn't care for it.
Okay, okay.
So this came out 08,
Oh 08. All right, all right.
06 and 08.
Oh 06 and oh 08. Wow.
Let's see. It says Blitz football game PC.
PC, what? Don't say that.
Game Fabric has it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna check that out then. All right.
Yes, they have it. Yeah, that was it.
Dude, that's crazy.
I remember the one.
Sometimes,
I
no, go ahead, go
remember
ahead.
the Nintendo one too.
As in, like, talking about, what were they called? Not Tecmo, right?
Nah, there was a basketball game that there was like drugs on the floor, and if you hit it, you fell, and you punch people for the ball.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
That's not Arch Rivals, was it? Because
yeah,
I
I
know
think
that's
that
the one you
is.
were punching.
Yeah, Arch
No, the
Rivals.
arcade one. That's right, the arcade one. Do you mean the Nintendo one had that in it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I used to have it for Nintendo.
Wow.
Yeah, Arch Rivals, and you run over like cigarettes and you fall and shit.
Wow.
Ooh, I found it for $10. I'm gonna actually buy it. Ooh, $5.
The cartridge?
Yeah,
No, that's gotta be a reproduction.
I don't care. As long as it plays, it plays.
No, that's true.
I'm not picky. Look, it plays. It plays. I don't care. But
Do
yeah,
not
I remember
play
that
that.
game. I remember playing that game with my cousin. This shit was retarded. Like, what's that on the floor? My mom was like, don't, you don't need to know what that is. It's like a crack pipe on the floor. You fucking ran over it.
Oh man.
And then you were able to punch the player in the face to get the ball and shit.
Yeah, that was the thing.
I remember
I
playing the
remember
arcade.
that
Arcade was
being
crazy.
crazy. I remember. Did you ever play Mutant League football?
Yes, I have. I liked the
That
hockey.
was fun. That was fun. Mutant League hockey. Okay, I never played Mutant League
Yeah.
hockey. Did they have a basketball game? I think they did.
No, they just had basketball. They had basketball and football. Oh no, they had
Basketball,
football and hockey.
football, and hockey.
Yeah,
Okay.
I liked it. You remember the cartoon?
For some reason, like stills of the intro is
Yeah.
are in my head, but I don't remember it.
Yeah,
No.
they had a whole cartoon of that shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they tried to come back recently.
Yeah, they did. They didn't.
They
It
did.
didn't do well.
Yeah. I think they tried to kickstart some of the stuff.
They
So.
tried to remake the game and just with nowadays shit, and it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I have one question to ask you. So I posted this up on Facebook. I was just wondering what people's answers was and like that. So one has to go. So you got to eliminate one of these: pancakes, waffles, cinnamon toast crunch, or cinnabon.
Or Cinnabon.
Cinnamon toast, French toast. Sorry, and the cinnabon.
If I had to have one of them on a Cinnabon, you said?
No, if you had to eliminate one.
Oh, eliminate. Pancakes, French toast, waffles,
Or cinnabon.
or Cinnabon. Uh, French toast, I guess.
Yeah,
That's the one I eat the least. I would
Yeah.
eat Cinnabon if
I don't like
Well,
pancakes.
you don't like them,
I'm
or
not a
just
big fan
yeah.
of pancakes.
Okay. No,
So
I love
this is the
pancakes.
one thing that kind of kept me with cinnabon. There was a restaurant I went to when I was probably in the teens. It was in Brooklyn somewhere, and they
Mhm.
made a cinnabon into a French toast,
Oh,
and that
okay.
shit was delicious.
Yeah, I can see that. I
So
can
I
see
was
that.
like, I
But
can't get rid of those two.
it's just the thing itself
Yeah,
is like it's awesome. I wouldn't want to get rid of that. No, no, no. French toast. Out of all those, the things I eat the least is French toast. I
there you
love
go.
waffles though. But like
I
the
like
thing is,
waffles.
I like homemade. I don't like bought
Yeah,
pancakes. Pancakes is the one thing I don't like bought
yeah,
from like the store. I have to go to a restaurant or like the diner type joint and get
yeah,
pancakes. Um, waffles I can eat whatever.
yeah.
Waffles is waffles, but I like waffles.
Yes. All right. Get into this movie.
Unfortunately, yeah, we do. Well, you know what? I just want to give a shout out
Yeah.
because it's this weekend to East Coast Throwdown, a fighting game tournament that's in Connecticut, I believe. Uh, I know they're gonna have things like Dragon Ball Fighters, Street Fighter Five. I watched the King of Fighters grand finals, top eight and
Okay.
stuff. It was awesome. Uh, they also have the retro games at the tournament, like on the main streams and stuff. I don't think it's over because I think they at least have the Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean the Monday stuff. There might be like people doing casual stuff on. If there's anybody still there at the venue, I don't know. Usually they tournaments wrap up on a Sunday. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
But other than that, it's just cool to see because the one reason I wanted to shout it out is because they heavily this year went hard on doing the retro fighting games. So that means things like Street Fighter Alpha 2. That means things like it's called Vampire Savior, but people know it as Darkstalkers.
Yeah.
Things like um, the older Guilty Gears, I believe. I forgot.
Okay.
It's one of the older. They brought back. It's not retro, but they went back and brought back Excerpt. That's the one before Strive.
Okay.
So like they put it on the main stage. Like Street Fighter 2 Turbo, like you said, one of your boys went to play
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. I think
area. So like they went hard with the retro stuff. So like props to them for that.
nice. Nice, nice,
Um,
nice.
yeah, that's about it. I don't think there was any big character announcements, or anything. So that's the only little small thing. Usually you get some character came out in some game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now we can talk about Electra,
Uh,
and she is from 2005. It is rated PG-13. Yeah. Hold on.
Came out
The release
January.
date is in the U.S. Let's see. They had the premiere January 8th. The release was the 14th, 2005 in January.
Damn, if you would took a date there, they would. That's it. That's the end of your relationship.
They were just left.
Like you picked this shit.
You know what? You say that, but I think around the time, I think a lot of girls were into it, and they made a mistake.
They know nothing.
They made a mistake. They
That's
saw they listen. Female superheroes were definitely in a leading role, few and far between. It
yeah.
is what it is. It was what it was. But if you pick this movie to get behind, that you made a mistake,
Yeah.
straight up.
Sorry.
This one is directed by Rob Bowman.
What
What
did
did you
he do?
do that you had to do this? He
Probably
made
own someone
what?
money.
He
That's what he
did
did.
episodes of 18. Associate producer. Well, that's not director, so that doesn't count.
As a director,
Reign of Fire.
he did
Excuse me?
X Files.
2002. Reign of Fire. That is the movie with the dragons in the CG in the
Yeah.
sky and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Christian Bale,
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey. He
Yeah.
directed Reign of Fire. Huh.
Eh. And
I'm just
X
trying to
Files.
see how we get here. How did we get here?
I don't know.
He started back in like early 80s. I see credits on something that we would know called 21 Jump Street, but it's one
Yeah.
episode. MacGyver, but it's one episode. Baywatch, but it's one episode. So it kind of went off on TV shows. All right, all right. Yeah, I don't know how we got here, Merc. I'm looking at this. Like, he's done some pretty solid stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got,
Well, someone
I
has to
guess
do
everybody.
something doo doo.
Yeah, I guess everybody messes up once in a
Everyone get that one doo doo.
while. Writing credits, we got Mark Steven Johnson, Frank Miller for the comic book. You know he hated this.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be based on his resurrection of Electro, but they did a terrible job, and
You
that
know
had
he
nothing
hated
to do with
this.
that.
Um, let's see. I guess the people. No. The motion picture guy is Mark Steven Johnson. Everybody else is something
Yeah.
right there. Zach Penn, Stuart Zuckerman, and M. Raven Metzner. Does not say if it's the movie or the comic book.
No.
Mm-mm. Okay. Well, it stars Jennifer Garner as Electra, who came back.
From the dead.
No, who came back to reprise her role. It's funny because you told me Ben Affleck was like, nah, messed up. Um, Goran Vij, Jink, Jik,
This good?
as
No.
Miller.
You probably say it better than I am.
Christian Zian as Abby Miller. Um, Will Yun Lee as Kirigi. Interesting. Gary Hiroyuki Tagawa, aka the real Shang Tsung,
Yes.
as Roshi. Interesting. Terrence Stamp as Stick.
Yes, he was sticking also
Mm,
in Daredevil.
okay, it's the same guy. Okay. Natasha Mouth as Typhoid, so that was supposed to be Typhoid Mary.
Okay.
Bob Sapp, which had me dying. Like, why is he in this movie as Stone? If you want to see him in a real movie, you watch Blood and Bone with speaking Michael Jack White. That movie is also terrible. But he's hilarious. He cries like a baby. He's a giant black. It's hilarious. Chris Ackerman has tattoo, so he's the best character in the movie. He doesn't say anything, and he's all CG.
Yeah, his tattoos were cool. I think that was like my highlight of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Edison T. Ribeiro as Kinku. Don't know. Colin Cunningham as McCabe. Uh, that's
That's
about
about
it,
it.
right?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find the assassin dude. Is the little assassin dude with the knife? That might be the guy that doesn't have a picture. He's just
Yeah.
messed up.
Kiko.
Yeah, probably is him.
Yeah, Kiko. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of had a little major role. He tried to kidnap the girl
Yep,
and got stabbed with his own knife, and this turned into Nightcrawler smoke.
as he deserved.
Um, so as you said, this is going somewhere from something. It's kind of continuing from the first movie.
Yes.
Elektra dies at the hands of Bullseye. They try to do the iconic pose of him impaling her with the sai, but whatever, it's not that great. Um, I I don't remember a movie where I knew they were gonna do that part of the movie so fast. Like for some reason, I had no real interest in Elektra and in like there being a sequel.
Yeah.
But when I saw that in the movie, Mark, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew they were gonna delve into. I was like, oh, they're gonna do this character.
They're just gonna do
They're
it.
gonna do it. They're gonna bring her back to life. I knew it. I wish they didn't.
Yeah.
Uh, but so this is that. But you say that inspiration is a specific thing, though, right,
So
Mark?
this was based off of Frank Miller's writing of Daredevil when Elektra died. So the first Daredevil movie is kind of based on Frank Miller's run in that area where Deadpool, Bullseye kills Elektra, and that storyline is what they used. So this is supposed to be the aftermath when she returns that Frank Miller wrote, but they did terrible with this.
So I was meaning to ask, so to make the point that there is an actual continuation with the movies. Okay.
Yeah,
Like the storyline from the first one was Frank Miller based,
yeah, yeah.
and this is also Frank Miller based. So they got a 1-2 punch, and they just did not go anywhere with it.
You had
Uh,
years of books that you could have got shit from, and you do nothing with it.
yeah, it's just the best. Again, the best thing I can say about this movie is really is the one villain that they went super hard with the effects on.
Yeah, the tattoo dude, because the shit came out and then came back in and actually looked pretty cool.
It looked stupid when he first appeared
Yeah,
because it was like, why is there a bullet wolf chasing these people?
yeah,
Because when you see the wolf, it's like there's no body, it's just a head flying out,
yeah,
and it's like it's flying at the speed of light or the speed of sound because they can see it, but all you hear is this. It was so stupid.
yeah.
Uh, so I mean, they try their best because they do the Daredevil work, I guess, and having the little flashbacks, right? They do have the flashbacks.
Yeah,
They do try to give her at least an origin.
yeah,
They go back to her young Elektra training with Stick, beating up everybody, like showing out her potential, and that the thing that was keeping her out was like her anger or something like that,
yeah,
or more. It was less just her anger, and more the fact that she didn't understand what he was trying to tell her.
yeah.
And it was like, well, that's kind of messed up. You could explain it better. You
That's
go
true.
whole man. You just say one thing and you don't want to explain. All right, listen,
Yeah,
I'm out. I'm out. Um, so they try to give an origin. It's like you can give them credit where credit is due that this was trying to be Elektra's origin story.
yeah.
And I guess they thought they were gonna build a universe. Or I don't know.
They failed
Like
terribly.
they okay, look, there's no we can't sit here and say there's not precedent for at the time there'll be a trilogy of Marvel movies because we just saw it with Blade. It
Spider
happened.
Man. Spider Man was that part two.
Yeah, so that's true. That's true. But I'm just saying, like, we can't say like it hasn't already happened because Blade hit trilogy
Yes.
already. So I, I I feel that this movie was really trying to like be the middle movie in a Daredevil trilogy, and it just didn't happen.
No, even Ben
Mm-mm.
Affleck was like, yeah, I'm married to you, but nah.
I think that's the thing that kills me. Did they get married between the first movie?
Yeah, they did. They had
They really
kids too,
did.
and he was like, nah, B, you do that on your own.
Man, he's like, I can't do it.
I can't. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm
And
good.
wasn't it? Okay,
Good luck with
okay.
that.
Hold on. This also is this bringing back like memories of that time period. But is it wasn't it a thing during that time period that also Ben Affleck also went on to say that he hated being in a costume?
He didn't like Daredevil. Well, he liked the original script for it, and they kind of changed it up, and that's when Kevin Smith was actually co-writing the script, and then something between them two happened, and then he just lined up doing the movie, and it being what it was.
Ah, okay, okay. So he wasn't having a good time, is what it
Yes,
was.
there you go.
Okay. So
And it looked like they continue not to have a good time in this movie because this had no life whatsoever. It was a boring ass movie.
yeah, it was all story, but like the excitement just wasn't there.
Yeah,
And then not for nothing. The first movie wasn't even that great anyway.
yeah,
And the choreography and stuff, it wasn't that good. You could tell, and I guess you could also say credit is due. They had people in certain roles who were martial artists.
yeah.
So to that end, they did their homework. But like the Jennifer Garner was no martial artist. I'm
No,
sorry.
she just knew how to play with a sai.
You know what I mean? And trying to take her seriously as this very very deep character because they constantly try to play her, have the little meditation scene with the girl
Yeah,
where she's playing the center one who's trying to tell a girl to keep still and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, nah, it just wasn't that great.
what are you gonna rate this movie?
Overall, I'm gonna have to rate it a 2.
A two. Okay.
Not as bad as Catwoman. I think Catwoman was terrible.
Yeah.
This movie was, eh, it was bad, but it wasn't like unwatchable.
Okay.
I would never watch it again on purpose, but Catwoman, that hurt me, man.
Yeah. Give it two. I am gonna give it a one, and I'm gonna put it right on top of Catwoman.
Okay.
This movie, I guess, was slightly better.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't like both of them. They're tied in the last place. The Hulk was better than these two movies, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Next movie on our list is Constantine,
Okay.
starring
That's the
Keanu
Keanu.
Reeves.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got Constantine next week. We got Son of the Mask the following. We got Sin City, Batman Begins, Fantastic Four, History of Violence, and V for Vendetta.
You know what? This next movie, I don't remember thinking yuck. It was okay. It was
I
okay.
enjoyed it. I watched it maybe a year ago
Mm,
and enjoyed it.
okay.
But yeah.
All right. So we look forward to that.
Yep. So Constantine, I think it's on HBO Max and also on Hulu right now. So either one.
Nice. Okay.
So we can wrap this up.
Oh, the, we didn't say this on cast, right?
Okay.
About the thing I showed you about the guy who directed John Wick was in the terrible bad KOF movies
No.
as Terry Bogard.
No. I'm
Yeah,
curious though.
it was crazy. Somebody put up the picture and they took the hat off. They had like the one scene we had the hat off. It is like, yeah, the guy who directed all the John Wick movies, badass action films, that got so many things right, was in this awful, awful, awful action movie.
Hey,
That what
sometimes
just
you gotta
happened to be
make shit to make something great.
a lot. Yeah, yeah, it's really looking like that.
Yeah.
That yo, your boy, whatchamacallit was hammering it up real big. Darth Maul was hammering it up real big.
Yo, you ever watch Fall Guys being played? It's such a really. It reminds me of MXC.
That's what it is.
That's
That's
what
what it's
it
supposed
is,
to be.
right?
hmm
Okay.
It's very rude.
Yeah.
That game is very rude. It's a lot of people acting very rude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone just killed himself.
You watching Creed play or no?
No, I just threw it on something. It was CEO. They're playing Fall Guys right
Oh
now.
yeah, shout out to Mega Ran.
Yeah.
And what convention was it this weekend? Was it Dragon Con?
Oh, they
When
were
Creed
yeah,
was back.
Dragon Con.
Yeah, did you see the performance
No,
that
I
they
did
had
not.
for him? He was on stage and they were rapping the Bow Down song.
Oh,
Like that was
nice.
awesome. It was
His
dope.
birthday was this week.
I think it was for his birthday
Yeah,
too. I think I was the
nice,
president,
nice,
so
nice. They were
that was
dressed
dope.
as Molly Holly and Nikki Cross.
Yeah,
Love it.
Biggie ASH,
Yeah.
and then also the little birthday video he had of him as Pierre Escargot
Yeah.
from all that
Yeah,
with the inflatable bathtub.
yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, happy birthday, Xavier Woods. Austin
Yes, sir.
Creed.
Yes, sir. Austin Creed, PhD.
The
It
king.
is what it is. Baby, what's going on with the crown?
I
What's
don't
going
know.
on with the king stuff?
I don't think they're keeping it. I think they. I
But
think
why?
it's
But why
for.
is that dead?
I think it's long gone already. Like they haven't did it in such a long time, so I don't think they're just gonna
But
be like,
hear
hey,
me out, yo. Why Corbin was a king for like a year and change?
because he made sure you knew.
It
Xavier,
seemed
yeah.
like he was a king for so long.
If you see the Zelina Vega, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair table for three, you see her still saying, "Oh, she had a chalice and shit."
Okay, I gotta actually watch that.
It was
All right,
funny.
all right,
It was really
all
funny
right. Okay,
because
all
she
right.
kept mocking Rhea Ripley's accent as well.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah,
Did she get on her about her fake royal accent?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
And then she's like, "Only even at the crown." And then she was like, she pretty much was like, she had her own chalice for water and shit, cause she's still the queen.
At least she tries.
Yeah,
You know what? Maybe it's bad because she keeps trying to be the queen and she keeps not ending up on TV.
yes. I think she'll be back soon. I think she had a minor injury, ankle wise.
I hope so. Something.
Hopefully, yes. We can get her
Something.
back. All
All
right,
right.
we're done.
Yes, sir. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify.
Yep, yep.
And we got a WordPress. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark the Mic. Also, check out Facebook groups, The Wrestling Inc. and The Wrestling Babble. We are very active and very talkative on there, so definitely check those out. And check out our other cast. We have the Morphin Cast, Gamer Rage podcast, Shell Shock, and the Morphin Cast. We have new episodes of Morphin Cast and Gamer Rage in the last couple of weeks, so definitely check those out. And we're working on the next one, so stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
I had a massive amount of wrestling to watch, and then also watch Power Rangers. Instead, this is a lot of shit, man.
It's got way too much.
Yeah, man. All right, peace out. Laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.
Follow him. Follow him. Tell him Gunther's out there.
Uh-huh. Gunther's got a sandwich for him.
Yeah, a knuckle sandwich. Peace.